Mirror function, Autodesk 3ds Max. So first of all, I've just made a little simple chair. You can see here in the thing, no big deal. Now we're going to see what happens when I use the mirror function. First of all, one of the ways I like to do it is this window crossing button. It's on the inside, so it means I'll have to totally encase this thing. And PAL, that's just a quick way to select every single piece. Secondly, I hit the mirror button up here, looks like this. And I choose which axis to mirror it on. As you can kind of see what's happening here. It depends on if I put no clone, literally it just flipped this thing across that axis. Okay. If I put copy, it makes a copy and flips it across that axis. Perhaps I can show you. No, I can't show you why this is going on. I have no idea what instance or reference does. So for right now, I'm going to copy it and just make a copy of it. So as you can see, it kind of flipped these guys right on top of each other. So I'm just going to give them some space. I put 150 offset in and say, okay, it's going to make that above it, as you can see in this picture up here. If I'd go back to the original drawing, which I can do that, I'm just going to click off this one for a moment, and I'm going to use that same thing to select all pieces again. And if I went mirror again, and this time I'm left at Z, and I'm going to go negative 150. All right. I did put Z, didn't I? Interesting. Not what I was expecting. All right, so as you can see, it mirrored it again. And if I go back to the original drawing, again, I can choose it this way. And I go to mirror again. And I choose Y this time. And from Y, I offset it 150. Right, it brought it out towards me that time if you saw it. Okay. And I'm going to go back to the original drawing again, which is a little more difficult this time, but I think it's this one right here. So again, I'm just going to choose this way. That's too many of them. That's two of them together. So let me choose this one. All right, that's only one. So from this one then, I am going to choose Y, and I'm going to choose negative. So instead of positive 150, negative 150. Offset with the Y-axis and see what that does. All right. So that one did kind of what I expected. It makes another thing here. So I'm starting to get a bunch of chairs here. And as you can see, all I have to do is give it axis, give it an offset, and it will continue to mirror these things till the cows come home. The last thing I'd show you is if I just pick this one, and again, that's just one, remember that if you hit mirror and you hit copy and you leave the instance as it is, it won't do a thing depending on the axis you choose. A Z would actually flip the thing upside down. Okay. No clone would actually just flip the figure upside down across that axis. All right. So let's take a look again. That one stayed static, but it just flipped over. All right. So play around with mirror a little bit. Probably useful. You could make half of a figure and then mirror it and wind up with a full figure. It might save you some time. Thanks.